Hello and welcome back to Iconic at Bats. This is Game 5 of the National League Division Series in 2012. The Giants versus the Reds in Cincinnati. It's a best of 5, and they won 3 in a row to come back in 2012. And they would do this again against the Cardinals right afterwards. So this is a crazy inning here. We're going to get into a big moment for Buster Posey, who's one of my favorite players. And yeah, I figured since I did a video from 2014 and 2010, we might as well hit the last World Series year and go 2012. A little out of order, but it's all right. This is going to be my blind reaction. I haven't watched this full inning probably since 2012. So yeah, let's get into it.
In the fifth.
Got Brandon Crawford up right now. He just retired, so shout out to Brandon.
His third year as the Reds pitching coach under Dusty Baker. That ball's hit hard. That's fair down the line. Blanco can fly. Can he score? It's in the corner. Bruce up with it, and he will be waved home. He'll score. Throw to third. Late. And it's a triple for Brandon Crawford. The Giants strike.
That's a great swing. 2-0 count. Hunting fastball. Rips it down the line a little out in front, but keeps it fair. And Crawford, they said going into this game, was 0 for 8 in the postseason, so this kind of got him going. At this point, it was his first postseason because I think he broke in 2011 or early 2012, so yeah, it was his first big postseason moment as a Giant.
Right first. Cisco.
His first hit of the division series, and it's a huge hit to put the Giants on top.
Comes up with a triple and an RBI, hitting ahead of the pitcher, Matt Cain.
And in 2024, this is weird, seeing the pitcher hit, but Matt Cain actually wasn't a bad hitter in his career. I remember he hit a couple home runs, and every time he would step up to the plate, the announcers would talk about, oh yeah, he's not even that bad of a hitter for a pitcher. So I forget what he does here. We'll see.
Now the Reds forced to bring their infield halfway in with Cain at the plate. A lot of ways to score a base runner here.
Not happy with the call on it. I don't know if it affected the triple to Crawford or not.
Cain, slow roller, and Latos makes the play.
Probably one of the worst things that Matt Cain could have done there. I mean, it was either pop up, ground it back to the pitcher, or strike out, and right back to the pitcher. Angel Pagan, classic Giants outfield here. I mean, Pagan, Blanco, and Hunter Pence. That's pretty good. I think Pagan's playing center. I don't know. Maybe Blanco's playing center this year because that was when he made the catch to save Matt Cain's perfect game. So, yeah.
So back to the top of the order with Crawford at third. One away. Angel Pagan at the plate. Again, Cincinnati bringing their infield in. Gives you an idea of how well Matt Cain is pitching. Runs are going to be tough to come by, it would seem today.
Got to get this run in if you're San Francisco. Gone this year in this situation, runner at third.
And let's go back there. I mean, that's one you don't want to miss right there. Catcher set up outside part of the plate. Pagan's hunting fastball. That pitch ends up
Francisco.
Actually, it might have caught the corner a little bit, but still, that's one Pagan definitely wanted back.
Pagan this year in this situation.
See by his reaction.
Runner at third, less than 2 outs. 13 for 24, 54%.
There you go.
Not all that good. By comparison, Buster Posey.
No balls and a strike on Pagan. He is 0 for 2 against Latos today. And a bouncing ball. Cozart. And he fumbles it. In the score, Crawford. He wanted to come to the plate, but.
And that could have been really close had Cozart fielded that cleanly, but. Interesting camera angle. It's almost like they knew that was going to happen.
The baseball and gets nobody. So Pagan brings in the run, and the Giants have a 2-0 lead.
That's a young Joey Votto right there. That's post MVP because he won it in 2010, but That's a prime Joey Votto right there. And obviously Pagan with all the bracelets. Nowadays they have the Cuban link chains with all the diamonds, but back in the day the drip was just rope necklaces. So
Brandon Crawford runs well too, and he was going on contact, getting a lot of pats in his own dugout. This is going to be a tough play for Cozart to catch the ball while his feet were in the air.
Yeah, he kind of like went for this ball, did like a short little crow hop.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough play for Cozart.
Yeah, a little hop there. He would have been throwing it off of his back plant leg, so that would have been tough to make an accurate throw, but I still think it could have been a really close play had he fielded it cleanly.
Sorry, to catch the ball while his feet were in the air, come down and make a good throw.
And here is Marco Scutaro now. Pitch out. Reds thinking something is on right there. Giants with 2 on the board in the 5th. Scutaro takes the ball 2.
And there's 2 things back to back you just don't see nowadays. A pitch out, you don't see those ever, and a fake bunt attempt. That just shows you how much the game has really evolved since 2012. I think there was a lot more small ball back then and maybe a little more strategy. I feel like the strategy is still there nowadays, but it's different. The way that managers approach managing the ball game, little ins and outs, it's just different nowadays. So.
And the count. All four.
That's a really good at bat. Just waiting for him to come to him, and Latos didn't give him anything to hit. So
4 straight. Scutaro draws the walk, and now the heavy lumber coming up for San Francisco. Brian Price.
Now he got
Kane pitched out of that inning, and now Crawford
yeah.
delivers with a big hit, and now the Giants knocking at the door in a big way here with 2 runs in.
He would also become a postseason hero for the Giants, but just in the World Series. He had 3 homers in Game 1. So this was right before that. I actually might do a video on that game overall. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. But yeah, Sandoval was a big contributor this season in 2012. And honestly, just all 3 of the World Series years. 2010, maybe not so much, but yeah, 12 and 14, Pablo Sandoval was the staple third baseman.
2 on for Pablo Sandoval. And a strike to Sandoval. Well, yesterday Sandoval went to the back leg and launched one out of here. Look how far this one goes.
My gosh.
422 feet. He was able to enjoy all of it.
So good softball swing right there, baby.
That was cranked. That's good.
That was a 2-run home run for Sandoval in the 7th inning. Capped off a 3-run Giants 7th.
It's out of control. Bruce Bochy got Barry Zito out earlier, and Dusty Baker got Mike Leake out in yesterday's game.
Sandoval to the opposite field, a base hit. Pagan had to hold up for a moment just to make sure it cleared. He will not be able to score here. But
that's a great piece of hitting right there. Going the opposite way, line drive, staying short to the ball, long through it. Sandoval is a pretty good bad ball hitter, so he has a really good ability to make adjustments mid-swing. And you'll see he was really out in front, off balance, but kept the hands back and threw it.
The Giants with 3 hits in the inning to go along with a walk and an error. And the bases are loaded for Buster Posey with 1 away.
2 really good at-bats by Sandoval going the other way. Connected on.
I'm surprised they didn't show a replay of Sandoval's hit, but yeah, here's the big moment. Buster Posey coming up with the bases loaded. 2-0 ball game. I mean, he hits into a double play here. The Reds gained back some momentum because they've stopped the bleeding. And this is a winner-take-all game. So whoever wins this game moves on in the postseason, and whoever loses, their season's over. So Posey knows all of this coming into it, and might be one of the most iconic moments of his career. Hopefully Hall of Fame career. I think he's a Hall of Famer. So
On a high fastball his first time up, took that pitch his second time up and later grounded out. But
rough NLDS for Posey too, coming into it, so this kind of made up for it.
going the other way against Latos, some good hitting from Pablo Sandoval.
Well, the game on the line right now for the Cincinnati Reds with Posey coming up. Posey winning a batting title this year with .336 during the regular season. Finished sixth in the league with 103 runs batted in.
Posey also won the National League MVP this season. Like they said, he won a batting title. So 2012 was his year.
This is full of Giants with one out.
That's a really good take. I mean, it's an easy take, but you can tell he was locked in because he stayed in it. He stayed in the pitch the whole time. He didn't back away immediately. So that's a good take. You can tell he's kind of locked in.
Sam LaCure, when he came in for Johnny Cueto in the first game, struck out Buster Posey. There's one at bat.
Giants have quieted down this big crowd as Latos deals. Posey is swinging.
And that's a pitch. Whew, oh my gosh. I mean, it's a good spot. You can see here right on the inside corner, but if that was slightly to the left, Latos wasn't getting that one back.
Foul.
I was thinking in his last at bat that the Reds are very happy to have Buster Posey hit lazy fly balls, which he did his first two times up today. This was the home run off Latos on the first pitch he saw from him in game one. And they don't want him to hit a lazy fly ball.
Speed at third and Pagan.
Going back inside with the fastball. Posey didn't even budge. He knew. That was an auto take right there.
Latos falls behind 2-1.
Have to feel that was a setup pitch there to brush Posey inside, get him a little off the plate, counter with the slider.
Posey, deep left field. That is way back, and a grand slam for Buster Posey.
Everyone knew it. Everyone in the ballpark knew it. You see Latos in the catcher's reaction here. Posey knew it. Let's see where he sets up here. Set up on the inside part of the plate, probably trying to do what he did here with that fastball. He goes high and inside, low and inside, really inside. Then the setup pitch out here. Latos is probably thinking, let me get him back inside. He's going to be thinking out in front of the plate. And Posey's sitting dead red middle. And that pitch is supposed to be here. Ends up right over the middle of the plate. And he does not get that ball back.
Posey, deep left field. That is way back, and a grand slam for Buster Posey. What a moment for Buster Posey.
And the guys are going crazy, obviously. They would end up winning this game as foreshadowed the World Series this year. And this was a big, big moment.
In a year that might end up as an MVP season, Buster Posey just delivers a huge haymaker to the Cincinnati Reds in Game 5.
Hannigan knew it. Posey knew it. 45,000 plus.
look at the catcher's reaction here. I forget who the catcher was for the. Might have been Ryan Ludwig, or he might have said Hannigan. That might have been the catcher.
Hannigan knew it. Posey knew it. 45,000 plus here knew it.
Turned away immediately.
This went off the facing of the second deck.
And that was it for Matt Latos. That was it for the Reds, and that was it for the Giants in Cincinnati. That was a huge game, and Posey came through. If you guys want to suggest more iconic at-bats that you want me to review and look over, just like I'm doing here, put them down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.